So, Digital Circus episode 9 finale, am I right?
Are you sure? That means...
Wait, the are you sure from Pomni is probably her talking to Kinger after he's like, I think I accidentally killed Kane. That's probably when that is. And then Ragatha being like, are you sure might be like around that time as well. Just thoughts I'm picking up on already with the audio.
Please, just now we have nothing.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I feel like this could be at the beginning of the episode.
I really wanted to help. Jax?
Is Jax gonna be like trying to like walk away or something?
Have you ever done something that you regret?
I feel like a lot of this is gonna take place at the beginning of the episode, because it seems like it's kind of just like talking about like how the circus is like falling apart. I feel like that's where this is. So we have a shot of just the circus being, monochrome. Okay, I don't really have much to say about that. Also, it's interesting that it's just Jax, Pomni, and Ragatha talking here. This is obviously just another view of Kinger telling everyone, he killed Kane. Oh, I have thoughts on this scene, actually. So, I'm gonna just bring up a picture really quick. Alright, so this screenshot here, first of all, it's my two favorite characters. Second of all, so there's a few things to note here. First of all, this screenshot here, to me, really parallels my favorite scene in the entire show, which is this scene. Like, this and this parallel so freaking well. Another thing, so I think it's cool that it's paralleling a previous scene. Second thing I want to say about this scene is that Zubal's look here is their look from the pilot. So, as you can see here, this is the pilot design. So, like, this and this are the same design, which is interesting to me. Obviously, it's monochrome, so this has to be, like, this can't be a flashback, it's monochrome. But I think it would be really interesting if we went, full circle moment, and they went back to their design from the pilot. I like that idea a lot. And they both look upset here. I'm sure they're gonna have some sort of heart-to-heart. They have some sort of heart-to-heart with each other, Gangle and Zubal, like, every episode. I won't be surprised, Yeah, basically that's what I have to say about that. Ragatha is really upset here, and Pomni is reaching out a hand to her. I'm trying to think what she would be so upset about. Maybe that she kind of went along with the whole, putting Kane in his place and, telling him, you're messed up, you're like, no one likes your adventures.
You never let us feel like we're at home. You don't comfort anyone when they're upset, and you never bother to understand what it's like in our shoes.
I don't know. Probably something like that, or she's traumatized from how Kane reminded her of her mother. That would, that could be it. Yeah, that scene was rough. I don't know, that's pretty much all I have to say about this one. I mean, Pomni was saying something about Jax, right? definitely looking at someone, I think. Who that is, I'm not sure. My first thought was Jax. Actually, it could connect with the Ragatha, the Ragatha that was just there. She could be, like, seeing how distraught Ragatha is and then, you know, holding out a hand for her, potentially. I don't know. I think she's looking at someone. I don't think she's, like, looking at, like, you know, the circus or something. Like, I think she's looking at one of the other characters. And who it is, I'm guessing Ragatha or Jax. Oh my god, that was creepy! Wait, hold up. Okay. So, Jax is, like, looking back at the camera. Which is kind of creepy. Like, he's too self-aware. The most interesting thing to me here is that the background itself is colored, which means this is probably a flashback because the circus is monochrome and destroyed right now. Maybe he's staring at one of the portraits with the all-seeing eyes.
We stay right here, where I can keep my hundreds of all-seeing eyes on you.
That could be, like, interesting. I don't know, like, what the significance of it or anything would be, but, like, that could be interesting. Maybe he's realizing how real this all really was. I mean, there's a lot of just the characters being distraught. I mean, their world is literally falling apart, so could be not much deeper than that and just, you know, they're all distraught that their world's falling apart. Kinger definitely regrets killing Kane. I mean, he didn't even mean to. That's definitely what that is. And he still has the bucket on his head.
Don't let that bucket come off Kinger's head.
Jax with the static is weird. I don't know what this is supposed to be for, but it is definitely interesting. Could be another abstraction thing. When I saw this one, I was like, First of all, it's the monochrome, so it's, like, later on, you know? They're all higher up in the circus. Okay, they have the pilot look again. This is such a unique set of characters. Like, I don't think we've seen these three specifically together at any point during the series. And they're all looking down at something, and they all look distressed or shocked. I mean, something big has to happen here. I hate to say it, but, like, maybe an abstraction happens? Or the theory that all the abstractions can, like, get out of the cellar now is true, and they're just seeing all the abstractions. Okay. So this still has, like, the monochrome look, and there's, like, this big beam of light on Jax. My first thought is it's something with abstraction. I hate to say it again. I think it's something with abstraction. I think he's seeing Ribbit. It's something with Ribbit, or it's something with abstraction, or both. To me, low-key, this here is kind of giving episode 3, where Kinger sees Queenie. Like, it's low-key giving that. I think it's something with Ribbit, though. / abstraction. Okay, my first thought, she regrets the whole really pushing Kane and telling him his ideas suck.
We think your ideas suck!
And now, they really are stuck. Adrenaline rush and everything has faded, and now she realizes what she's done. And she's upset about it. And she's looking at everyone, and she feels responsible for the situation they're in. Ragatha looks sad again. She could be reacting to the Pomni, the previous one. Oh, and then we got more black screen. My favorite screenshot. Super. You can tell I'm not biased. I mean, they're looking down. I feel like it could potentially be after they cursed without the filter.
Holy shit.
Or they could realize how, pushing Kane as much as they did really was not a great idea. I mean, like they said in Fast Food Masquerade,
The only thing holding Kane back is the fact that he likes us. I wouldn't push it.
and, they pushed it. Pomni's sitting here, like, on the stairs. Kind of looks like, the cafe area. She looks like she's looking at someone. I'm guessing she has a talk with someone. I feel like there's a lot of options. My main candidates for this is... My first thought was Jax, Ragatha, or Kinger. She's had a good talk with Kinger already, so I don't know if it would be him. Her and Ragatha still haven't, discussed, anything with each other, so, we could potentially have them talk. This is one of the ones where I was like, what the hell is this? So, obviously, the background is colored, so this is probably a flashback. Why is Gangle wearing the frickin' the plastic Spudsies mask? What is this? This screenshot here of Gangle. First of all, she looks like she's having a panic attack, and you know what that immediately made me think of, and it parallels real well, is when Jax had his panic attack. Like, look at, like, how closely that parallels. Like, that's, like, nearly identical. But, like, it's a colored background, so I feel like it has to be some sort of flashback or something. The background with the colored one for Jax, like, a little bit ago, this Jax one here has the same background as the Gangle one. Like, that's the same kind of background. Like, that's interesting. I mean, she's wearing the Spudsies mask, so it makes me think it's, like, obviously around that episode. It's gotta be after the adventure. But, like, it seemed like it ended off on such a good note. So, like, I don't know. Kind of intriguing to me. That we're going back to episode 4. We got this glitching. At first, I kind of saw this as, like, we're showing that time's passing in the circus, with it being off like that. And I think it could still be that. Maybe potentially that's where Zubul goes from, like, their episode 8 look to back to the pilot look. Like, maybe there's, like, a time skip a little bit in it. Like, not, like, a huge time skip. Like, maybe a few days, or, like, a day, or, like, a few hours or something. This is giving the, you are my playthings, and I get joy out of making you suffer. That's what that's giving.
I'd move on.
Okay, this almost looks like the hallway where their bedrooms are. Maybe he's trying to go on his naps again, and Pomni's like, no, don't do that. But also this is colored, so this is also probably a flashback. Maybe it has something to do with Ribbit. I feel like we're gonna see more of Ribbit for sure. They're all distraught here. But it's interesting that Jax is the big focus here. With these trailers, there's always a lot of imagery of Jax looking at his hands. I feel like Jax probably does something wrong. He probably does something wrong in this. Everyone looks either distraught or just straight up uncomfortable. This one I find really interesting because it's like this bright pink door. I have no idea what it's gonna be for, and also, again, it's colored. Maybe it's the door of the cellar, because everything is like neon colored eyes on the abstractions. Maybe this is like the door to the cellar. Oh, and then we see this like hazy sky and Ribbit and Jax. So, like, yeah, we're gonna see Ribbit.